Gasquet and about 80 to Grants Pass, which is just crossing the border into Oregon. But there's a closer way to get to Oregon. It's less than 20 miles straight up the coast. This is going northeast up into the mountains and inland from the ocean. But yeah, here's Jedediah Smith State Park. So, like I said, only a mile maybe or two from the house. I'm going to stop the video so I can drive because, yeah, I probably should have both hands on the wheel. But you can see these trees are pretty big. Pretty big. Actually, I'm going to try to film the whole drive up here. Maybe I could use this for part of my video this week. Yes, that's sun sneaking through. We didn't have a lot of rain today for the first time in a while. So that's good news for you guys that this is all coming to that are east and south of us, because all that rain that we had has turned into ice and snow for you. Which was odd. I didn't realize that big giant bands of rain would come from the northwest and make their way all the way down. But now I know. It's one of those Mercedes Sprinters. I see a lot of those. Renee said they're expensive and there were a lot of complaints that they needed fixed up a lot, but I do see a lot of them. I do see a lot of them out in these parts. When we were looking at getting our Sprinter van, I'm only going to film this out to the turnoff because I think it's important to keep people's private property private. I'm going to my buddy's private property, but this is one of many redwood groves. Of our lives compared to that tree right there, or many of these other trees. Thank you, sir. Hey, it's people. Oh. Weather was nice. Probably a bunch of people out hiking. Some might be looking for mushrooms. I don't know this time of year if that's a thing or not. I know I'm going to need to get ahead of this yard quick, because otherwise, as you can see, there's the right amount of moisture and sunshine here that they could get away from me real quick. So these next couple days I'll probably finish up any major inside of the house projects and start to push to the yard, at least to get ahead of, again, some of that growth and start to sculpt the growth or control it, or not going to control it perfectly, but get a head start on what I want. Yeah, that's like our van right there. Except ours has a little bit more of a pop-up. That might have been a pop-up on that. that's not good fishing right now because of all the rain. It's weird, it has like a cobalt blue or some kind of turquoise, just blue color, blue-green, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's really kind of a blue-green color. Smith, another entry point. That's where the main campground is. The Hayuchi Visitor Center. Mostly campgrounds and a couple of convenience stores and a gas station. Oh, and a motel. And the Bear family carving. More bear carvings. Cool wood carvings. Hope to afford some of that stuff someday. Support local artists. Church here too. And now we get into the windy drive along the Smith River. And you get these beautiful vertical vistas. I'll try to angle the camera towards the right while I drive. So you can see the river down there. It's running pretty good. I guess if you were a kayaker now would be a good time to go out there. I don't even know if you're allowed to. I don't know what the permit situation is on that kind of stuff. But for my kayaking folk back home, some beautiful kayaking, not such a slow flow right now though, pretty fast flow. There's all kinds of people hiking with their kids. Permits are required for everything. In and we're up in the mountains, literally the forests. But like I said, it pretty much starts a block and a half from my house, 2 blocks. was called, Whitewater or Rapids something. I just remember that as you like increase your bonuses in the pinball game, you got like higher degree of rapids, class 1, class 2, class 3, and then got to class 5. I think that's when you got your multi-ball. If anybody knows, let me know. I think it was called Whitewater. The pinball game. It's when pinball games started to become like a little bit more electronic in terms of like video, digital displays, and ramps, and all kinds of weird extra stuff, multi-balls, yada yada yada. I don't know what the evolution of the pinball machine was, but I'm assuming it was the first video game, because it was a physical game with flippers and a ball and some digital display type, but not all, graphic like a video game. I'd be curious. I'd have to go back and look. I know that Elton John sang about the Pinball Wizard, and I'm feeling like that was pre-video games, at least around the time of Pong. Maybe they came about at the same time. I don't know. I feel like pinballs were around though back in the generation, maybe a generation before me. Mine. Generation before me. Generation before my generation. My generation.